The Super Bowl was nearly a week and a half ago now, so you guys know what that means. It is time to vote for Madden 23 Team of the Year. Really quick, I wanted to say thank you so much to EA for sponsoring today's video. If you guys have never voted for Madden 23 Team of the Year before, first of all, what are you doing? You can go over to the EA website, cast your vote for your favorite players, and they will have a chance at getting their own Team of the Year MUT card. So if you guys have never checked out Team of the Year before, I'm gonna have the link in the description of this video for you guys to go ahead and click. You guys can either follow along with me or go and vote after the end of this video. Whatever you guys decide to do, please go ahead and cast your vote. EA has compiled a list of what they call the 98 most outstanding players of the 2022 NFL season. From here, you guys are able to vote in 3 separate categories: offense, defense, and special teams. Voting is open through February 22nd, so make sure you guys go ahead and click that link and cast your vote as soon as possible. Once you guys click that link and go over to the Madden 23 Team of the Year vote, this is what it is going to look like. And from here, you guys can see that you literally choose your entire team, whatever players that you want: quarterback, halfback, wide receiver, fullback, whatever it is that you want, you can put into a category. So we're gonna go through each of these right now and see who I would decide to put for my Team of the Year. So since I am a Niners fan, I might be a little biased when it comes to this, and I might choose the Niners players to go for my Team of the Year. As you can tell with quarterback, we don't have a Niners player in here, so we're gonna have to make another decision. So we have an option between Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Justin Fields, Justin Jefferson, and Patrick Mahomes. So Mahomes did end up winning the Super Bowl, but if I'm gonna be completely honest, I can't stand his wife and his brother. So we're gonna go with Joe Burrow. So moving on to halfback, I'm going to be completely biased with this one, and we're just going to go with the best running back in the entire league, Christian McCaffrey. Ever since getting traded to the San Francisco 49ers, McCaffrey has been playing incredible every single week, and I do believe that he is a huge part of our success this year. Moving on to wide receiver number 1, we have an option between Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, CeeDee Lamb, and Jamar Chase, and I'm going to be completely honest in this one, we're gonna have to go with the fastest wide receiver here, Tyreek Hill. Moving on to wide receiver number 2, we have an option between AJ Brown, Devontae Adams, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jalen Waddle, and Stephon Diggs, and I think we're gonna go with the Raiders wide receiver, Devontae Adams. Moving over to tight end, you guys already know who my pick is going to be for this one, but we do have an option between George Kittle, Mark Andrews, TJ Hawkinson, and Travis Kelce, but I got to go with the Niner. I have to go with George Kittle. And this is not me being biased as a Niners fan, but I do believe George Kittle is probably the best tight end out there. He's right up there, right next to Travis Kelce, and he makes incredible plays throughout the year. Seeing him, especially with Jimmy G and then Brock Purdy, was just absolutely insane to watch, and he is another reason for our huge success this year. Moving on to left tackle, we have a choice between Andrew Thomas, Christian Darrisaw, and Trent Williams, but obviously I have to go with the Niner. I have to go with the 49er, and we're gonna go with Trent Williams. Now, I don't know too much about the rest of these positions, especially left guard, so some of these players we're just kind of gonna pick and see who we like, but I do think that we're gonna go with Joe. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Thuney? Is it Thuney? Is it Tooney? Is it Thuney? I think it's Thuney. We're gonna go with Joe Thuney because he is a Kansas City Chief. Moving on to center, we have a choice between Creed Humphrey, Frank Ragnow, and Jason Kelce, and I think we're going to pick Jason Kelce. For our right guard pick, we have a choice between Chris Lindstrom, Mike Onwenu, and Zach Martin, and I think we're gonna go with the Patriot, Mike Onwenu. And rounding out our offensive choices, we have right tackle. For right tackle, we have a choice between Lane Johnson, Ryan Ramczyk, and Tristan Wirfs. I think we're going to go with the Buck, Tristan Wirfs. So this is what my offense choices look like so far. Let me know in the comments below who you would have chosen instead, if you guys would have chosen some other players. But let's move on over to defense. Moving on over to defense, we have our first choice for middle linebacker between Bobby Wagner, Demaro Davis, Fred Warner, Levante David, and Tremaine Edmonds. I think you guys know who we're going to choose, and it is going to be arguably the best middle linebacker in the league, Fred Warner. For left outside linebacker, we have 4 choices between Alex Highsmith, Danielle Hunter, Hassan Reddick, and Matthew Judon. And I think we're going to go with the Patriot, Matthew Judon. For right outside linebacker, we have another 4 choices between Dre Greenlaw, Jalen Phillips, Kahil Mack, and Micah Parsons. And listen, I know Micah Parsons plays Madden, but we have to go with Dre Greenlaw. Moving on to right defensive end. I know that you guys can already see the names. We have Montez Sweat, Myles Garrett, and of course the 49er, Nick Bosa. For defensive tackle, we have 4 choices between Chris Jones, Derek Brown, Dexter Lawrence, and Quinnen Williams. We're going to have to go with the Chief, Chris Jones. For left defensive end, we have an option between Brian Burns, Jerry Hughes, and Max Crosby, and I'm going to have to pick the Raider, Max Crosby. For strong safety, we have 5 choices between Buda Baker, Derwin James, who I know plays Madden, Rodney McLeod, Ryan Neal, and Talanoa Hufanga, who is arguably the best strong safety in the entire league. If you guys haven't watched him play, go ahead, watch some highlights of Hufanga. He is so good and so incredible to watch. For free safety, we have a choice between Antoine Winfield, Justin Simmons, Kevin Byard, Minkah Fitzpatrick, and Tyrann Mathieu, and I think we're gonna have to go with Minkah Fitzpatrick. For cornerback 1, we have an option between Jalen Ramsey, Marlon Humphrey, Patrick Surtain, and Stephon Gilmore. We're going to have to choose Stephon Gilmore. And our last option for defense is going to be cornerback number 2. We have a choice between Tyson Campbell, Charvarius Ward, Darius Slay, Jair Alexander, and Sauce Gardner. We definitely have to go with the San Francisco 49er, Charvarius Ward. So this is what my defense is currently looking like for Team of the Year. Let's move on to special teams. Our first choice for special teams is going to be for fullback. We have a choice between Patrick Rickard, Kyle Juszczyk, and Alec Ingold. Definitely gonna have to choose the San Francisco 49er. I know I'm biased. Kyle Juszczyk. Moving on to kicker, we have 2 options, Justin Tucker and Daniel Carlson, and I think we're gonna have to go with Justin Tucker. Moving on to punter, we have 2 choices again between Tommy Townsend and Braden Mann. We're gonna have to choose Braden Mann. For slot cornerback, we have a lot of options here. Now, just as before, we're going to have to choose Charvarius Ward. For third down halfback, we have a choice between Austin Eckler, Aaron Jones, and Jerick McKinnon. For this one, it's a little tough. It's a little hard. I'm split between Austin Eckler and Aaron Jones, but I think I'm going to have to go with Aaron Jones. For slot wide receiver, we have a lot of options again. Now, I've already chosen Tyreek Hill for one of my wide receiver slots, so I think we're going to go with Justin Jefferson. We have 2 more choices for specialists. So let's look at our rush defender. We have 3 choices here between Christian Wilkins, Cameron Hayward, and Javon Hargrave. I think we're going to have to go with the Miami Dolphin, Christian Wilkins. And our last choice is for returner, and I'm going to be completely honest, I don't really know these guys too well, but we have a choice between Hines, Agnew, and Nixon, and I think we're going to have to go with Nixon. So this is what my specialists are looking like for the Madden 23 Team of the Year vote. So let me know in the comments down below who you guys would have picked instead. So those are all of my choices for the Madden 23 Team of the Year, and I know I am a diehard 49ers fan. I am a little biased, so most of my choices were 49ers, but at the same time, let's be honest, the Niners did really good this season. They played really well, and the people that I picked were key parts in that success, especially Hufanga, especially Christian McCaffrey, and you can't get any better than that. So I do believe that I did pick some of the best players in the NFL. Let me know down in the comments below who you guys did choose for your Madden 23 Team of the Year. And if you guys haven't voted yet, make sure you guys go ahead, click the link in the description, go vote for Madden 23 Team of the Year. You guys can literally have a say in what MUT cards are put into the game. Thank you guys so much again for watching this video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.